most people listening right now are the backbone of America, right? We're the small business, Main Street businesses. How big? Where do you start? How do you start? Tommy, we'll start with you.
Well, listen, the industry's in the fetal stages. All my real estate buddies, all the SaaS companies I know, they're like, wait a minute, home service. When you look at some of the predictions of 2032, we're still the homes that need to be built, the things that are going to happen. So there's going to be more opportunity than there is going to be people that can actually do the dirty jobs. I just hired a growth hacker. It's a young kid that literally he's obsessed with looking at opportunity, whether that be marketing, social media, different ways to get leads and to drive great human beings to come apply for us. And he's looking at things completely different. So what I did is I did a search for all the AI automations, lead gen, affiliate summits, and I'm sending him and 3 other people to every event I possibly could. And I don't care if he brings nothing back or brings a ton back. I'm hiring more developers. I'm into this phase right now, who, not how. Who can I hire? Who's going to give me the edge? Who's going to bring out the best ideas? And I talk to Ryan all the time. I mean, he comes to the house. I'm hanging out with him pretty much at least a week out of a quarter. So my network's expanding and I'm always curious. And I'd say my curiosity is probably my strength. I'm asking a lot of questions. I used to use ChatGPT once a week. Now I use it 80 times a day. I'm not looking at to find services. I'm looking at to do like just learn or summarize a book or do several different things. Like I was asking the stupidest things yesterday about like how many acres are in a mile, and then how much, because there's this property for sale in Wyoming that's 1 million acres, which nothing to do with this, but I'm just obsessed with being curious and learning and being at events.
So what you're saying is just start, like just do it. Just start looking at.
You got to dive in somewhere. I mean, you got to start somewhere. I mean, look, Boris calls me all the time. I'm talking to the guys. I'm good friends with Sebastian at Rilla. I mean, I talk to the people that are knee deep in this stuff. I'd say neck deep, and I'm learning from them. And I've created a really good network.
Chad, how about you? Where do you start?
Yeah, I mean, Tommy's right. It's all about in the network. And I think that the fortunate thing that we have, or the vast majority of people on this call, is that we're in the home services industry. And I've only really been in, I guess, 2 industries my entire career. But I would put this up with any industry as far as the sharing and community and whatever's going on. You know, Tommy's having a huge event next week in Vegas, which we're all excited to be at. And there, like we were talking about it yesterday, like you've got to put yourself outside of your comfort zone. Attend things like this. This is a great start. You've got to learn like what people are doing. Are you going to be able to do everything that Tommy does? No. But the good thing is there's other people on this call like Ryan and Chirp and those guys that can help you get started. So my advice would be try to narrow it down. What are you trying to fix? And then who is the partner that can help you do that? There are a ton of shiny objects. If you go to Tommy's conference next week, you will see every other vendor is some AI or automation person there. Trust me. And they've all got good stuff, right? Like there's good products out there, but I think sometimes we can get weighed down with like, well, I'm using 18 different products and, you don't know what's up or what's down and you're all over the place. Like if you start small, I think the good thing is we're having this conversation today. And we're just on there's so much more to come. So like if you start now, where are you going to be at in a year? Like you don't have to solve every single problem today or after this call. Just break it down like you would any problem in bite-sized chunks. But I think the key is not having the shiny object syndrome. If you don't have the resources, well, what do you have the resources to do? And then action upon that. Don't just say, yeah, I've looked at all of these, but well, what have you automated? Oh, nothing yet. We're working on it. So I think that's a key piece is you solve it just like any other problem, even though it's kind of a shiny technology and we think, oh, it could do everything for us. Yeah, it probably could, but you're going to need a hell of a lot of resources to pull that off.
That's a phenomenal segue. Like I want to talk specifics. Everybody who signed up wants to kind of pick your guys' brains. As I said in the introduction, you guys have both been incredibly generous with your shop tours and the time you guys spend with people in the space. So I think you guys are kind of uniquely qualified to answer this question.
Katie, I need to add to that before you ask that question.
Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
No problem. But a lot of times guys like Tommy and Chad, they're looking at things from the macro because they're at the top, right? They're not really where the rubber hits the road every day. And so sometimes the answers can be overwhelming for people from that level. And so I want to give a little bit more of a direct, like logical answer that says, yes, I can start with these things. And the point is that when I started in automation about 12 years ago, when somebody showed me the idea of building a funnel, I was like, my mind just like started to just like expand and blow up, and I started to get really overwhelmed. And what's crazy is right now, I'm still, with what's happening in AI and everything, I'm still super overwhelmed by I'm looking at things and going, oh my gosh, I have so much more to do. Even at my level, I'm going, holy crap, I'm falling behind. There's so much to do. So what I wanted to tell people is, when I started, I was generating leads online, and I would text those leads. And then I built one automation, just one, that said, when a lead comes in, text the lead first. That was the start of 100 different automations, but it led me down a path of automation. So when you're looking at your business, just like Chad says, you don't have to solve all these problems. Solve one automation problem, and then you go, oh, you know what? That wasn't so hard to do. Let's work on another automation. And pretty soon after I figured out that first one, I had an entire lead conversion funnel built, and I was spitting out appointments on the other end on autopilot through all these steps, right? But it started with one very basic, very simple automation. And you need to lean on people who know how to do this stuff that can help you set them up. There's simple clicks that happen to set these things up. And next thing you know, you have a task that's being completed that before you were paying a human to do.